All right, one of the true standouts coming up in the class of 2019, Dylan Morris from Graham-Kapowsin. You got 3 whole years left to play football.
Yeah.
And however you did it, you've got some people that are big fans of yours in the media who loved your film, love your ability to play, have put you up at a 4-star recently. A scout did that. That's a huge honor. I mean, how'd that hit you when that happened?
It really surprised me, actually, because, Scout usually doesn't release, it was the first year they released freshman, rankings.
Yeah.
And
guys with 4 stars usually have 4 offers or more. So or at least a few offers.
To be with those guys, those 80, I think it was 80 kids in the group that had the 4 stars and all that. It was a great honor.
Trying to be objective, and I'm not asking you to talk yourself up, but why did that happen?
I think it's just a lot of the hard work I put in gets. A lot of people don't see it, and then my coach gave me the opportunity to start as a freshman.
Yeah.
And that helped a lot. because I had a great team behind me.
Yeah.
Great fan base and all that. So that definitely.
That adds a lot of credibility, doesn't it? And how many games did you guys win last year?
11 and 1.
Wow. Who'd you lose to?
Lake Stevens, Jacob Beeson.
Oh, well, that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
The number 1 QB in the country. Was it a competitive game?
It was. They pulled away.
Yeah.
I think it was 47 to 13 or something like that. It was kind of a blowout. But
did you have a chance to get to know Jacob?
I trained with him a couple times, but I never had any
By that time, he was up in the stratosphere. He's a great kid, but boy, talk about a guy that got swept up in the recruiting world. 50 offers, 5 stars, All-American, all that stuff, and he's a great guy.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of one of those guys. The eye's sort of on you now. No offers yet, but we didn't really expect that would happen. Great camp out here today. Looking at football ahead, and we'll get off football for a minute. What are some things that, when you look at yourself now coming in as a sophomore, what's the biggest area that you've grown as a football player?
I think my leadership aspect of the game, because last year, starting as a freshman, it was kind of hard to get a lot of those upper class seniors to listen to me when I was trying to say something, especially before I was even named the starter. And so last year I was just trying to lead by example. Anytime we had lifting or something like that, I was always trying to be the first in line, first one in there, last one to leave. Yeah. And so that's what I think I've grown on a lot this year. I've been more vocal. I've been making sure guys get there. I've given their phone numbers, throwing with my team, talking to my coaches more, seeing what I need to improve on and all that.
Are you doing other sports too, or you don't have time?
Baseball.
Okay.
Baseball.
Are you a good baseball player?
Yeah. I guess.
Better football player?
Yeah. Baseball is just what I always played.
Have you talked to coaches about that? About the concern now is guys who specialize all year in one sport. It doesn't matter if it's basketball, because basketball you're going to blow your knee out. We all know that's going to happen. Football, there's the whole concussion thing and the injuries with hips and knees. So the ability to be a 1, 2, 3, a 2 or 3 sport guy, we're hearing coaches say that we want that guy. Yeah. So if we have to pick between a guy who's a 1 sporter, who's a absolute junkie, versus the guy that's 2 sports, they like the fact you're moving big muscle groups and stuff like that. So is it going to be important to you? Because Jacob, I think, was a good example. I think he was a 3-sport guy, and I think he finally pulled it back to 2. Are you going to try to stay in a couple of sports throughout your high school career?
Yeah, I'm going to try to stay in baseball, because that's the first sport I fell in love with.
Okay.
I started playing that, I think when I was 3. And that was the first sport, because I couldn't play football until I was 8.
Yeah.
So I was playing baseball all that time, and that's the first thing I fell in love with. So I'm definitely going to keep playing until I can't.
It sounds like you're all in with sports.
Yeah.
School's going okay?
I had a 3.75 GPA.
That's not too bad. Last time I checked. And who are some of your, who do you look up to as a quarterback? Who are the guys that you look at and say, that's the guy I want to be? Or is there a guy?
Yeah, Tom Brady. I like looking at him just because he has one of the greatest underdog stories of all time.
Yeah.
6th round draft pick. If you look at his testing numbers, they weren't the greatest.
Right.
And
he found a way to win.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's just a competitor. I love watching him on the field.
What's been your favorite thing about Northwest 9?
Just building these bonds, because us quarterbacks, we all have the same goal. We all want to go play college football. That's why I think it's so easy to bond and all that.
Right on. All right, definitely one of the standouts here at the Northwest 9, at least going into the final day. So congratulations on all your success. Congratulations on your stars. I'm not a stars guy. I'm a player guy, and you earned it. I've seen how you throw the football. I don't think the receivers know what's coming at them sometimes, because it comes out pretty fast, and you throw it with a lot of velocity. So that's obviously a big attribute for any quarterback. So congratulations on everything, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.